Hi, in this video I want to talk about something a little bit controversial, and that is the subject of false memories and why they can actually be a good thing. Obviously, many people are aware of the false memory situation that happened back in the 80s and 90s, where a lot of well-meaning therapists ended up creating false memories of child abuse in their clients using age regression. And this is one of the downsides of using age regression, is that you don't uncover the truth. Oftentimes you just get more confabulated memories. And one of the prime researchers in this field is someone called Elizabeth Loftus. And she did a lot of research exposing the myth of these memories. And as a result of her work, many people who'd actually been found guilty of abusing a child were actually let off because it never actually happened. And if you look at Elizabeth Loftus's work, she not only worked on that side, but she also created false memories that helped people create change. One of the examples that she did was with weight loss clients. And what she would do was she would have the person recall some event in their past which never happened, where, say for example, they had food poisoning from eggs. And they were really sick for some time, and she would get other family members to come in and go, oh yes, I remember that situation, you were really, really ill for ages with eggs. Oh God, yes, it was terrible. And you weren't able to eat eggs for ages after that. And the memory gets implanted, and then what would happen was that person's eating habits would change, and suddenly they're avoiding eggs because of a false memory that had been implanted in their past. Now we need to think about that. Now, what could we do with that information? What could we do if we could implant some positive memories in a person's past and have them change their future? Well, this is what this method does. And what you can use it for, I mean, there's millions of things you could use it for. You can use it for weight loss. You can use it for learning new skills. You can use it for learning a language, learning to martial arts, learning to ride, whatever it is to create positive memories of being able to do something before there was a problem. So for example, what we want to do when we're installing positive memories, first of all, we want to have a client, or in your own life, for example, think of a situation in your life that would be easily achieved or improved if you had a previous experience of success. Like maybe, just think about it, like maybe that if you were, I don't know, learning to learn French, and you'd already had a previous memory of being able to learn Italian, and you were able to do so easily, it would make the learning of French that much easier because you believe you could do it and you had all the necessary skills. So then what you want to do is imagine yourself as if you had been completely successful at learning this in a previous time, not a previous life, we're not going that way, but in a previous time. So prior to when you were going to try and learn this. So imagine yourself as if you had been completely successful in this in some previous time. And then what we want to do is elicit the submodalities. So we want to go through the submodality list. You know, is this color, is it black and white? Is it a movie or is it still? Is it close to you? Excuse me. Is it far away? Is it bright or dim? Are there any sounds there? What are the feelings? Get a full list, really in detail, of the submodalities. Then what we want to do is to find some strong, powerful memory of something you know you've already accomplished. So for example, maybe if you drive a car, it's incontrovertible. You learn to drive a car. Find some strong, powerful memory of something you know you've accomplished. So maybe it was getting a degree, whatever, but it was something you absolutely know you accomplished. And then think of that and elicit the submodalities, again in detail. So you've got two lists now of submodalities. So then what we're going to do is compare the submodalities in detail. And then what we're going to do is to take these and make them into that one. So we're going to change the submodalities of having the false memory into the strong, powerful memory. And then what we're going to do is now mentally go back before the event where you would most have benefited from having these learnings. And we want to do that fully associated. So for example, if a person was doing this at say age 20, we take them back to say, I don't know, 19 and a half, 19 or whatever, and have them fully associate into being 19 with this memory, with this resource and this feeling. So all the submodalities. Then we have them go fast forward through all the relative points, all the relevant points, and allow their unconscious mind to make all the changes necessary at the unconscious level. So I want you to imagine everything you need to imagine this differently in light of this. So we have them go through that, and maybe run them through that 2 or 3 or 4 times. So it really goes through. So have them generalize, running through it. And then what we want to do is we want to take them out in the future and future pace this. So we have them imagine maybe 5 times in the future, fully using these skills, fully into learning whatever it is, fully going into that situation. And so we could do this with anything. We can learning new skills, learning how to lose weight easily. It's so many applications of this. So we're literally installing a false positive memory, which just in the same way as Elizabeth Loftus's experiment, where she had someone imagine a bad experience as a child with eggs, as they accepted that happened, it changed their behavior now. So from that moment on, they avoided having eggs. Imagine doing this in a positive way. So you can install this in someone's past, and what will happen is it will start to generalize. And so what you then do is you run them through, and you keep running them through this, taking them back through and then out to the future, taking them back through and out to the future, and giving them suggestions for generalizing it. And if you do this, it can create really profound change. So false memories are not all that bad. There's a real magic to them. If you install them in the right way, a positive memory, you can create massive, massive, powerful change. So have some fun with this. It's really, really fun to do, and it can create lasting, lasting change with your clients. And obviously, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and have a look at the membership section, because there's hundreds and hundreds of videos in there with all sorts of NLP and hypnosis secrets that you can use to really take your skills from where you are to where you want to be. So have a look at those as well.